Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some LeBlanc mid into a Victor. LeBlanc is a character that is extremely frustrating to face because of her mobility, but Victor is honestly also extremely frustrating to face because his character is one that honestly scales pretty well for becoming extremely tanky. And because of that, he also has like a super low CD ability on his Q that he can like spam all the time. It just sometimes is a bit difficult to play versus it because you have really long cooldowns, but we might be able to like beat him later on. I'm just gonna use my chain to get that minion there. It's worth it. I know that I'll get hit by his ability. That's okay. We're gonna pop our first potion here. He can poke us from far away. We have burst damage. Our W is a dash forwards. That allows you to snap back to it as well. And then your E has a two-part to it, and it has a really high EP ratio on it. Just poke a little bit. If I ever want to win lane, I actually have to like take pretty bad trades because I have ignite advantage, but nice. I was able to juke his E there. We'll just poke him a little bit, dash away again. Our Q is also a two-part where you will put an ability onto somebody and then you can detonate it with your other abilities, but it would be really good if we could get his flash. Honestly, though, it's pretty difficult to get his flash because, I mean, we are already very, very chunked and all. We can use our Q to last it because it lowers the CD of it by a significant amount whenever you do it. And then we'll just back away. So I have the wave, like, kind of crashing, and I just felt like there was probably no way for me to actually fight him here, and I'd rather just go for, like, a complete wave shove into a reset because he also has TP advantage, and we want to not deal with that. But the gist of LeBlanc is that your W is one of the most important things that you play around, which is why you max it first, because the mobility is very good. The AP ratio is okay, 80%, but the Q in the E is like kind of your big damage dealing moves, because if you're ever able to detonate the Q or like have the chain hit, it can just dish out a lot. So that's really what we play around more frequently. Just doing a couple auto attack hits before walking away from him. He has no potions and I do, so that means that my poke should stick a little bit better now. But he will continue trying to poke us with his E, which is something I have to deal with. He just made it so he maybe can't get cannon, though, very easily, and if he does, then we can chunk the crap out of him. And he still was killed because we have ignite, so we want to be pressuring very, very hard, right? So all I did is just go super aggressive with it. I landed all of my abilities. I landed W on top of his head. The chain landed. And then I also was able to land the Q that got detonated from the E, because your E is two parts. So when you first land it and you hit them, it does damage. But then after a moment, there's a delayed CC that will also trigger the Q effect. And then the Q, the AP ratio isn't that crazy. Again, it's only 80%, just like how I said my W isn't that crazy too. But what's really nice about the Q is that the base damage is pretty good on it, because the base damage, even at level 1, you can see that it does 97 twice. Like, that's actually a huge amount for just a level 1 move. And then once we have our ultimate, that is Mimic, which costs no mana, and it's a super low CD ultimate that you can spam all the time. Usually you want to be using 2 chains, in my opinion, because the AP ratio is just the best one. And of course, locking them down for a long time is very good too. And now, because this guy has no flash, we might be able to also just firstly get his bone plating, and then if Rek'Sai ever ganks, it should be pretty easy to get him, I think. I hope. We're just gonna poke him again. So now we have him like super chunked. I didn't miss the cannon. And then we'll just flash because there's no reason not to use my flash immediately. Because we know that with him being so low, my W still is going to hit very hard because it's what I'm maxing first, the Q first. So the total burst is like 400 damage instantly. I chained him. And then that person dies. Oh, nice. And Rek'Sai even helped me to kind of shove out, even though he's probably not going to be able to do completely. Wait, I ran out of mana? Dude, I didn't realize I was going to go That's okay, though. I mean, in the end, it still worked out. Now, we're really fed, and it already feels like this is, like, gonna be the, oh, man, so now you just win the game, right? On LeBlanc, because, I mean, you're fed. No. If you don't get fed on LeBlanc, the way that I'm getting fed now, you're probably gonna lose the game, because this champion freaking sucks, even while fed. And the reason why, like, she doesn't suck. She's very good for solo queue, in my opinion, and a really cool assassin, and I like playing her because of the mobility that she has. But you have to understand you will get outscaled, and the reason why is because you're so short range, and so many characters, when you go forwards, can sometimes not die to your burst, and if you don't kill somebody inside of a team fight, a lot of other characters, like for instance Victor, can just drop everything, and then his ultimate can be so game-changing when he has all of his evolutions and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm super single target damage, and people will get sometimes too tanky for you to kill, or they can easily like maybe crowd control you when you go forward, so you can't snap away afterwards too. So there's like really bad stuff about this character, and you have to kind of get fed to really be impactful usually. So getting fed is usually the easy part, because you can constantly do stuff like this, where I go forward, try to do something, and then just back away over and over again. I've always kind of explained that she's kind of like a mosquito, where you just try to do constant, annoying hits, but if a hand ever hits you, you're immediately dead. You're gonna get swatted, right? But, my burst, of course, is so high at this point that if he just steps up towards me, I'll just use my full combo to kill him, especially with him not realizing, I guess, the damage potential that I have on my character. I know LeBlanc damage pretty well because I've played her plenty of times, which sometimes is a bit of a struggle for me when I don't play characters that I play all the time. Like Nunu mid and stuff. Because knowing the limits of your character make it so much easier to play. My team is kind of popping the heck off, though, huh? I did get an auto attack off. One big thing about LeBlanc is that you can actually right-click them after you dash forwards, and when you right-click them and then press W, your auto attack still goes off there, which means that you can like trigger electrocute a lot easier, which is really important because, I mean, even though it's just one single auto, which doesn't feel like it would be that impactful, kind of is. Got another electrocute trigger off. I didn't let the Q detonate, but that's because I am just a little bit scared about getting stunned and then not being able to leave afterwards. Almost landed the E for a little bit of poke. It missed, but again, it doesn't cost any mana to do what I'm doing. The Camille is coming mid, but she's not 6 yet, which is very good for us, because if she isn't 6, that does make it much more difficult for her to ever lock me down. But Camille's one of those characters that, if she was level 6, she just presses R on me and I can't leave, like, ever. Was able to get that. I'll just use my E here to secure that one, and then we'll just base, and then I have my Ludens completed. Dude, my teammates are winning so hard, too. Holy crap. I mean, the mid lane impact was only from me, though, which is always nice, because I sometimes don't like uploading stomps, but if I have one lane so hard on my own without really getting any assistance for the first initial kills, then I would prefer to still upload it. Especially with a character like this that's all about trying to snowball out of control, usually. Because you have to. Tristana will just die here. I mean, there's literally no way for her to survive. We'll just grab these minions. Cassio can probably go mid lane next. I don't have my boots done for the mid lane quest, but we're just about to have it completed. Not that it matters too much, because I also don't have money for it. But regardless, that's very nice. I'm just gonna base, and then we're going to go spend my cash to have it available. The level 3 boot set is. I also don't like that some shutdowns have been happening, and I figure that I could maybe still just go try to get some picks because people maybe won't expect me to be in that lane like immediately. So another thing that I like to do is that there's certain combos on LeBlanc that are kind of important to know. For instance, if you're going to do double distortion, which is double dash, if you use it, then that means you can't use your Q to detonate it. If you use W, then R, because after using your R, then you only have Q and E available, so you only have E left to detonate it. So a lot of times before I reach level 11, the damage, as you can see, does 324, but this does 409. So technically, if you ever have your Mimic Distortion available, you should use this as the gap closer, and then you can Q and W instead. And that's what I did there to get him, because it's a more efficient way of using it. Plus, it also does more damage, too. Wait, what? I messed that up so badly because I thought that I pressed Q close enough that I was going to do Q, R, and then just W to one-shot, but I kind of didn't press Q, or like the Q wasn't in range, which just ruined the play a little bit, but it still worked out because we're just that fed, and we will continue doing super aggressive plays really all the time because there's no reason not to. We'd have to try to extend our lead still. I mean, sure, the game is definitely going to be most likely won, but if we pretend that this game was more even, you still want to be playing this way, is what I'm trying to say, kind of. You have to be really, really aggro and try to pop off. The team is kind of dying, surprisingly. Not really sure how, but it's fine. The best way for them to come back is what they're doing, right? I mean, they should always be grouped and always be looking to find multi-man picks because that's the most efficient way of coming back, by playing for bounties like an objective, so everybody groups for it. What? She's just gonna back away? I'm still gonna go for you. We'll just kill them. I get a Magi stack from doing that too. But look at my ultimate CD. Never be worried about using your ultimate on LeBlanc. Remember, no mana cost, and the cooldown is like as short as a Lux ultimate, but I don't even have Ultimate Hunter. I have Relentless, which is the movement speed one. Also, LeBlanc's passive is Mirror Image, which makes it so you have this clone that spawns. You can move it with Alt right-click. That's how I do it. I don't know if there's other keys for it, but you can move it around. It turns you invisible for a second, and sometimes people like will get confused about who is the real one occasionally. Wow, another big shutdown. Jeez, everybody's given their shutdown except for me. I'm the only person that hasn't given it. What? What? Can I... Oh, I would get hit by that, but I still killed just because I'm that fed, though. Oh, that kills me? Dang, Senna could have saved me. But I didn't realize that Senna, yeah, the Collector was enough. Because Tristana doesn't really deal that much when she doesn't have that many explosive charges on me, and I did position myself that I only got hit like by a couple auto attacks, but she just strong enough, darn. She does technically have 2 items, and I mean, I don't even have 2 items yet because I bought this Medjai's. Thankfully, even though I died and I lost my stacks, it's not the worst thing ever. Because, of course, we still have over 10, so we get the bonus movement speed still. We probably should build lasagnas next, because I just need a defensive item to deal with getting caught out, and also just having the bonus armor would probably be pretty nice to have as well. Just gonna rotate down quickly, down bot side. Just 1 Q. Wow, he flashed. Interesting. I'm not really sure why he flashed. I almost got hit by the Briar ultimate, though. If I got hit by that, I probably would have died. The reason why I didn't burst him sooner is because I did QR, but then I didn't land anything to detonate the R version of my Q. Which is why I try to do 2 chains instead, because 2 chains, even though it takes longer to deal the damage, if I just land the E and then they're stuck in place, I can land the other one straight after. I'm just going to grab the farm and then just back off, because I feel like that will give me my item, because I was off by like 50 gold and I just want to have it completed, so then when I take my base, I'm able to just get back onto the map and have it already done, and then not have to base for a long time, hopefully. We'll just grab the blue buff here. Fighting people like Cassante also is a chore on LeBlanc, because we obviously don't have like that much actual pen. Oh, but we can sometimes do a little bit of poke, though. I'm just going to jump back over this wall after doing some damage to him. It's not going to always be something that I want to be doing too aggressively, but might as well just get a little bit of damage off. That person dies. Oh, dang, I missed it. I'm going to try to make it so she bites me instead of my teammate. Wow, 1,000 damage there because I detonated it. She's dead to Storm Surge, but also Rex IQ can kill too. That's fine. We have 25 stack Medjai's now. It would be kind of goofy to also just go with Death Cap and just, like, really benefit from the super high AP ratios that this character has. I still think I'm not going to do that, though, because I'm not going to throw away this game. I've lost games that are like this. It's so rare to, but it definitely is possible to throw. So it's only Camille and Cassante right now. We see that Camille's mid. There's no way that I can ever beat this guy in a 1v1, but I can, like, try to poke him a little bit, and then each time I poke him, it might amount to something eventually. The Tristan is going super hard for our teammate, and she does not die, but it was close. I have no idea if this is warded here or not. So it's a little bit spooky, but I figured that maybe they would try to still kill Senna here. We see that Briar is over there, so I'm just going to rotate over. Dude, can you not run away from me? You just made me miss everything. I thought you would just stand still, so I wouldn't miss. Because there's no reason to run away. We're all here, and you're not actually, like, getting that chunked. I had a feeling that I could maybe try to pick that guy, because I saw that she was over the wall, so that time I used my distortion again, so I could do the Q plus W tech, instead of using the mimic distortion instead. Just felt like it was probably smarter to do. And yeah, maybe we can end here, possibly? I mean, I have a pretty ridiculous amount of cash, too. All I can do is just poke that guy. I'm not going to commit that hard for him because I'm kind of low and I'm not wanting to be near his ultimate that's going off. She's going to jump towards me. Just poke a little bit. I was gonna try to kill the Trist at first, but I didn't see an angle that maybe would get me killed, so I decided to not do it. The Tristana should be kind of low. Yeah, I had a feeling that she was just trying to sneak a play onto me, so that's why I just was waiting for that. And then the game's just over. So yeah, that's LeBlanc. I'm gonna try to do a game 2 of it, which might not be as stomp heavy, but remember that you're supposed to stomp on this character. It's just that all my teammates are also stomping. But yeah, the character is about getting fed early on, and then your crazy mobility allows you to hopefully do plays that a lot of other characters can't, because you're allowed to go very aggressive and then immediately get back to safety, which is kind of broken in its own way. But then the offset is that eventually people get too tanky for you to kill, and then you have to get yourself so close that they usually get stronger than you and eventually can beat you through that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for game 2 if you want to see it. Drop a like if you enjoyed. All right, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to game number 2 of the LeBlanc. We are versus a pretty gross team comp to face, honestly. Firstly, if somebody's really good at Draven, Stand Aside is really good against my W, because it's not a stuns. Stuns mean my W still goes through, but his E is a knockback, so you'll actually get interrupted and stop moving, which, like, really messes up, my character badly. Playing versus Nasus mid is, like, of course, pretty easy, but the problem is that I have to get through his annoying, lifesteal and, like, regen from his kit. But, of course, it's kind of a free lane. It's just that later on it might be really challenging to run away from him if I ever make a mistake, because Nasus just kind of runs you down. The whole point of his champion is running you down. I'm just going to use my auto attack at the end there and then snap back so the minions don't really aggro onto me very well. As you can see, I still can just, like, use my Q to farm out, which makes it a lot easier to make sure that I can, like, get 2 minions getting low at the same time. So we're only down 1 right now. I'm gonna wait for my next Q, because I'll probably step up for it, and I didn't time it correctly, but you can actually use W underneath a turret, where you can harass people without taking a turret shot. You just have to time it correctly, and I messed up there. But as you can see, like, he's kind of low, which is very nice, and he even used his E to just secure that one. But now the wave is slow pushing back towards me, which is pretty good, because I might just, like, hold on to it and just not even do anything besides just, wait for him to step up so I hit him. This tiny poke here. We can't do more, but we got him so low that he probably is killable if he sticks around. So what we want to do is just immediately shove in and just force him to miss these minions. No, dude, I was trying to just get that last hit off there, because if that hit there, we probably... No, this wave isn't crashing either. That's so gross. Dang. I guess using my W the way that I did kind of messed this up. But, I mean, at least we're able to still, like, shove it in pretty well. He just withered my, clone. So, if the wave crashes, that's good. He also ghosted, which is nice. He already is building magic resist, which sucks, because I hate facing magic resist. Especially on a character that, really can be difficult to play versus when they aren't squishy. In the end, though, it's going still okay, right? We have a slight CS advantage. Got a summoner out. We could probably start looking at side lane, too, because we might want to just go help out our teammates with stuff. Messed up my ability with the chain. That's fine, though. No! Dude, if you don't get a last hit with the Q, it really sucks, because I just spent 50 mana and I didn't get the mana back. Oof. We'll just poke him here with a full combo. I want to get him low that we can, like, try to just continue doing auto attack trades over and over again here, because I want to get him low enough that if I save up all of my mana, we can maybe look for a kill through like level 6 or Ignite Spike. But if I spam too much, I'll go and he won't feel as threatened, so I'm just going for like auto attacks only right now. Because he only heals for 26. So each auto attack dealing 41 is like helping out with that quite a bit. Dude, there's no way that you think that LeBlanc can shove fast enough to get this guy, do you? He never steps up for these minions, bro. Like, there's no way, man. This is, like, not the play. I can just do it on my own, if anything. I guess that... Do you just have free time right now or something? He's dead. I was able to get him with the E, even though the W was flashed, thankfully. So in the end, it still kind of worked out, which is very nice. We see that Briar is also in the area, but not really close to us. She wants to do the dragon? Without Kindred being here, I feel that there's probably no way for me to do too much here to stop him from taking the dragon, so I'm just gonna go get my Lost Chapter. Maybe if I had mana or something, I could attempt stopping it, but I doubt that losing my tempo of attempting to stop it and then not being able to get a good reset is just gonna really hinder my lane a lot, because we need to be pressuring this guy non-stop all the time to hopefully still get an advantage. Hopefully further than just this. Just 2 auto attacks to trigger the electrocute and then just back away. Wait, did Briar base? I saw her basing, but I didn't see if she finished it. I was able to kill and also Kindred flashed away and survived. Nasus didn't really get to do too much, thankfully. So that was a good 2v2 there. Kind of a scary game because of just like the concern over the scaling, man. I'm so nervous about when this guy gets way stronger. Good auto attack damage onto him. Just auto attack trading still. Got him so low that he is killable if he steps up, but I don't want to get caught out by Briar either. Nice. I just wanted to stop his base by scaring him, so that's why I went forward there, because just stopping his base means I have timing to probably shiv out this next wave as well. And another thing is that at least I know that Briar ultimate is a long cooldown, and there's probably no way for it to be up by now, which means that there's like no chance of getting caught out while I use my abilities on the wave, because each time I do it, if she did land an ultimate onto me, she might be able to run me down. Let's just go the boots first, I think. I think, it's more valuable than having the, Ludens fully completed. We have been pressuring mid lane turret pretty well, too. Like, the turret is getting kind of low already, which is definitely nice. We can still look side lane, too, which I have not been doing. There's no way that Nico is one of these characters, right? I don't think that it can be. Whoa, I missed that. Darn it. I thought that chain would land no matter what, so that's why I even went for it, but I messed it up. I'm gonna save my chain until I feel like I can actually land it onto him, because I just want to get a little bit of poke off where I get really close, which makes chain land a little bit easier if I'm able to distortion straight on top of him. Despite him having the magic resist, you can see that he still is struggling quite hard versus us, because, I mean, this still is just constant, like, almost impossible to miss abilities onto him, since he has to step up to ever get his type of champion going. So tanky, brother. You're so tanky. I think that one last auto attack kills him there. Yeah. Well, the electrocute trigger kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't really paying attention to that part, but nice. A little solo kill onto him. Very good. Of course, we're trying to get fed ASAP because we need to make our champion strong enough to have impact later on. I'm just gonna back off completely. She's just gonna go over that wall. We have the perfect buy for Ludens here, because I only need to wait for like 15 gold, and by the time that I'm like full HP, it's only 10 then, and it's not too much time wasted in base. Plus, I now will have less mana issues, of course. I mean, the Lost Chapter already was helping out a lot, but just another thing that can help me deal a little bit more to them. Just auto-attacking, just to continue poking, even though it doesn't deal the most. Ooh, 30 HP. Almost. That was really close. I'm just gonna try to get there really quickly, because I'm worried for his life. Nice. We can maybe still help out with the Mundo, too. And then I'll just base, because I have to immediately go back to the Nasus, who's going to start maybe shoving and trying to get a plate, because that would be the best thing that he can do. If he gets that plate for himself, he'll be able to just get a little bit of bonus money, and of course he's just trying to scale, right? It'd be nice to be able to stop him from doing that. We're almost level 11, which is like a crazy spike point for us. I did land the chain, so he should just die here, because there's no way for him to escape as soon as we land it. And there's also a red buff for me to take, too, which is awesome. So I'm just going to go grab that. And then we'll just snap away after I grab the red buff, just to get back mid lane faster. Is that bot lane? Is there any way for me to assist with this fight? Doesn't really seem like it. I think we just continue hitting mid, huh? Because they seem kind of healthy. Didn't take a turret shot. That's awesome. Just need to get a few more hits onto it to get the first turret. And then I also open up the map like way better once I do that. As you can see, I kind of got very, very, very low. And the reason why is because, I mean, despite me dealing so much and snaring, it only requires just a few hits on me to kill me, right? Because I'm like a fly or a mosquito. I literally get hit just a few times and instantly pop if they ever don't get kited out. We can build Medjai's. I feel like I'm kind of confident right now that I'm not going to be dying. I also have Flash available, which is huge. Oh. Yeah, I'm on the way. Are they not gonna Hexgate out? Nice. I was able to kill her before her ultimate went off. Not that it really matters too much. Clearly, the Nico is kind of strong, and she probably thought that she could do something to help out her team. Because you could see that she was 1-0-2, but the top side of the map is kind of ours, so they overextended for sure. I'm just going to auto-type that guy a couple times, just because I am trying to conserve a little bit of mana to make sure that I am going to be landing the full combo, and not just, like, Q and then miss E. Just gonna continue taking this in front of his face, hopefully. Oh. Hello? The thing is that... Oh, jeez, okay. There's a lot of people here. Oh, the ultimate missed, so I should be okay. Thank goodness, dude. If I got hit by that, I probably would have gotten screwed over. But I did not, which is very nice, because I definitely don't want to be throwing away these Magi stacks that I have. Oh wow, that killed that straight up. Okay. I could maybe stick around and continue going for this guy. I just feel like it's not even worth it, though. I'm gonna just go for a Void Staff immediately, just to deal with the Merc Treads and the Negatron Cloak from him. Let's just make his magic resist much weaker. How many Kindred stacks does this guy have? 9? 9 stacks at this amount of time? What the heck? Dude, that's so many. 9 stacks this early is crazy. Just tiny poke. I want that blue buff so badly. I really want to commit hard to kill him. I just don't want to overcommit myself and die, though, because we don't know where, like, anybody is. I'm kind of confused about how to count minions now, because the minions are... Oh. That guy dies. I'm not going to commit for that. It's too risky. Maybe if I used Ignite. Oh, and they just FF. Well, anyways, that was game 2 of it. That's how you play LeBlanc. I was able to crush him pretty hard, just like the first game. And, of course, this matchup isn't the most difficult thing ever, but some people will not play LeBlanc aggressive enough to get fed early. You have to just constantly be playing aggro. Whoa, Master Tier, that's crazy. I just decay on my accounts because I have so many. Probably was a Master's lobby. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Arena. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the LeBlanc in Arena section. We were starting off with some gold augments. We have the healing one, Aryan Comet. Aryan Comet usually are like, I don't even know why this exists. They should just remove this augment. Like, it's like one of the worst things you could ever have. I don't know why it even is here. We do have Outlaw's Grit, which is tankiness, which isn't that bad. Movement speed based off of ability haste is sometimes kind of goofy. But I guess we'll take the Outlaws because it just synergizes really well with my character, since my W is considered 2 dashes, and once I actually have it maxed, I can like usually stack it pretty well. Plus, when it's at max, you can make it so the stack will be a double amount for a little bit, and of course if we're dashing all over the place, that just makes it a little bit tankier, so we're not just gonna immediately die, because we're still, like, in Summoner's Rift we can play so far away, but in this game mode we kind of have to get really close to them. I'm just gonna take one of those plants from these guys. I'm not, of course, gonna be face checking that. It's so risky. I have 2 melee characters on my team, so of course, could be a bit of a chore to kill them, but we'll try. Darius did get his maximum stacking here. That's one kill. I'm just going to take the plant over here. We'll take this plant just to ruin this guy's day, because I don't think that he can res his teammates otherwise. Yeah, he's just screwed. He's trying to get more stacks, but I'm trying to not give it to him. They didn't get a single kill, so they also got no money that round, too. My teammate has Tank Engine to make himself very strong. That's very nice for him. Of these, it's either anything but Evelyn, dude. Please don't choose Evelyn. Evelyn is so boring, because all Evelyn does is that it makes everybody go down to 50 and the game ends way faster. But so many people are over there. The Kale one makes it so the first time that you are going to lose HP, you don't actually lose it. Okay, cool. It did not choose Evelyn, thank goodness. A lot of people that choose the Evelyn are the people that lose the first initial round, too, because it brings everybody to 50, so it's as if they never lost. What are these choices? What? Not a fan of Gargoyles. Everfrost is okay. Sanguine is alright. Reality Fracture for the Void Grubs is also okay, but not really what I want. Rune Carver is nice, because Rune Carver, of course, stacks faster with dashes, so because I'm able to stack it so quickly, that allows me to trigger it quite frequently, and I could even play a dash-oriented build with what I kind of have going, where I am not only tanky, but I can try to stay away from people, and then just like have this get stronger and stronger, because each time it triggers from the energized, it adds 1 to the number, and it continues stacking up and up per round. Not permanent, though, just per round. So I'm just going to try to Q him and then just back away, just to try to get a stack. Because if we just do this over and over again, eventually it will feel quite nice. My teammate is dying, like, immediately, but, I mean... I'm just going to start rezzing my teammate. The Silas dies. Plants are, like, so important in this game mode, and if you don't go for them, you're probably going to have a terrible time. So that's why I'm, like, really hard committing for it. Oh, you both? Oh, no. I can res my teammate, maybe. Yeah, I don't think I can carry this, huh? It's just too difficult because I, even though can stack this pretty well, I mean, there's just no way to get through the amount of healing Soraka has. Soraka is so strong early game, too. Okay, cool. Honestly, I kind of like these. We're not going to take the dashing curse power. I think that we're just going to take the desecrator, which is whenever you CC, you get 10 curse power up to 50. And because I have that now... it's not been too challenging to land my snare on repeat, and that will just give me even more armor and magic resist, and it really does look like I might have a possibility of just playing mostly for high CDR and just being kind of tanky through augments, and then we can just go play around, dashing all over the place, while hopefully not getting one-tapped and getting strong through still stacking this. I landed the snare at least. Oh no, it actually took him away. I'm just gonna grab one of those plants. All I can do is grab one. I blast coned, and blast cone does count as a stack, so thankfully I did get something there. I did land another snare hit. I did kill one. We only have 30 stacks, though, and that kind of sucks that I... Okay, I land another snare. That's good. Aw, dang, I'm not gonna be able to fully stack it. Oh, I didn't mean to take that, so that's my fault. I'll just die. I'm glad we got it mostly stacked for that round. That is very convenient. My Darius has something that's stacking related too. Udyr was fighting the Pantheon, and I guess that there's just no way for him to win it. We probably want to have... Wow, I can buy a Prismatic? Seriously? Why? Because we get the bonus money from us losing, I guess? Autocast, Locket, Cruelty, Reapers, doesn't really matter too much. We'll take the Locket, because if we really are trying to just, like, run away from people the entire time, this does kind of feel nice that I can try to stack it somewhat okay. And I have been able to survive, usually. And I think that I should be able to trigger it, and then when it is triggered, we get a big shield, we get a bunch of AP and movement speed as well, and that, of course, can help out a lot with being able to utilize our stuff again. I did get the snare off there. I need to just stay away from this guy, so I'm trying to kite him out hard. No, don't kill him. Okay, nice. My snare did go off there, because that's the most important thing. Dang, my teammates are going to win before I can stack it again. But at least we got 42 times in a row. Still almost maximum. You can see that now that my Innervating Locket has given me a big amount of AP, that feels pretty nice, because Broomcarver also has an AP ratio for like the amount of damage that it does with that. We have a Hat Trick, which is not something I really enjoy, so we're going to reroll that one. We have Flash, and we can like use it more frequently. I usually don't take this, though. Killing Time, that's nice. We like that. I feel like Killing Time is by far the best thing here, because it also helps out my teammates too, and we already know that LeBlanc has a pretty low cooldown ultimate, and because my ultimate is such a low cooldown, I can trigger the Killing Time pretty frequently, because it's only an 8-second CD. Okay, Boomerang, Augmented Power, Death Touch. I didn't get it by the ultimate from her. No, dude. I just wanted to land my chain on a single person, bro. I have gotten 0 stacks this fight. I wanted to stack more, so that's why I'm not killing, but it's fine. I mean, if he really wants to kill, that's okay. We still have, like, a build going for ourselves that isn't even that bad, even if we can't get the maximum stacks. I just never want to get caught up by a Mumu, because if I did get hit by, like, a full combo and I'm just, like, sitting there, I might die before I can even use a single thing. I never want a Lost Chapter item just yet, so we have, like, kind of bad mana issues. I could, though, also go Rod of Ages, because it does give 650 health. And I do have a decent amount of armor and magic resist, which would make me much tankier, but then I would lose out on getting more ability haste, though. I still think it's probably not that bad of a purchase. I'm just going to build a... Oh, yeah, this is really nice. We already have ways of getting nice armor and magic resist, so let's take the ability haste so I can spam more frequently. But now we're going to get kind of tanky in 2 more rounds, because that's when the Rod of Ages will turn into the superior version, where I get the bonus effects. This Vi is full crit. Wait, my teammate died again? Huh? No, I'm so dead. Oh my gosh. Okay, I kind of carried that round. Not gonna lie, I kind of played that out of my mind. Okay. Yeah, if you can use your dashes well on LB, like, my goodness, she is really crazy for mobility. It's just kind of difficult to sometimes remember which one is which, for, like, which ability. But, like, what's nice is that also it lasts so long that you can even use, like, blast cones and still go back to it. We have the Now You See Me, which allows me to, again, have even more dash, but that doesn't really probably matter too much. We have something that gives us movement speed based off of how much pen we have. Serve Beyond Death. I feel like we just upgrade our Outlaws here, because having it now be able to stack a little bit easier probably is more efficient. Because, like, look how much armor and magic resist I have. I have 240 MR and I have 264 MR. It's a ridiculous amount of stats. We go from 90 and 114 to so much more so quickly. But my teammates are dying so quickly, huh? Dang it, I was gonna use that blast cone against you, dude. Well, if I can't win this round, I might as well just, like, try to get the full stacking amount, at least, of my, thing. As you can see, there's, like, no way for us to ever win this. Because, even if we're tanky, there's no way for me to ever kill Sirach on my own. I would need somebody else to assist with it, and, everybody on my team is very weak right now. That's okay, though. I'm just glad that, we're still getting tanky as heck. Anti-heal is a necessity. If we don't build anti-heal, it is so over. I can take the reses, I guess, because this would help out my teammates, too. Because if they are going to be dying this quickly every single fight, what is he saving up for? Is he saving up for another prismatic? Is that why he's not spending his money? Because I realize that he only has 2 items. Do I want to make it so I can get rezzed easily, too? I guess I am kind of tanky, so it might not be that necessary to have that. Let's just get a silver augment in the future. We'll do the we can't get rezzed anymore, but we also increase our HP by a little bit, and also, did you just take that too? Dude, why? You die instantly. Why would you take that? Why on earth would you take that, dude? What? I cannot believe he did that. Let's just get even tankier. Now I have, like, a bunch of armor magic resist, but I also have, a lot of HP, so of course getting myself very, very strong here. This guy has 400 magic resist? Bro, what on earth? I have no anti-heal still against him. Until I have anti-heal, it's so doomed for us to probably be able to win this round. Because even the Malzahar is going to be able to carry, because he has another thing that also is, like, so good for him. Yeah, my teammate's going to die, like, immediately. I can already tell. So we can't even res our teammate because he made it so he can't get res, which sucks. And we might be able to, like, go all over the place, but in the end, there's just no way that I can carry still. I kind of feel like I've been having to, like, carry every single round on my own, but I still feel that my team can probably find something to make themselves way stronger than they are now, right? Eventually? He has 47 hats. What? Bro. That is ridiculous. I don't trust my teammates to buy the anti-heal, plus they're probably going to be dying anyways, so I'll be the person to get it here, because otherwise it's just doomed. Okay, so they have a Jax that has Infinity Edge and crit damage. They have this Rakan that has shielding-oriented stuff where shields can deal damage. And they have a Bard, and Bard usually can sustain really well. So they have a crazy healing comp. Good thing I went the anti-heal immediately. My Udyr has an Infinity Edge. Okay. Interesting choice of itemization. I am unsure if this is going to be the thing that really allows us to kill these guys, because they're kind of tanky as heck. Yeah, everybody's gonna die before I even can do a single thing here, huh? I only can win if I cheese win, so that's what we're waiting for right now. Yeah. Oh, guys. I need somebody to play off of, please. I can't do it all on my own. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Dashing or blinking applies a burn? Dude, honestly, I guess that this is probably even better than the adapt. I don't think adapt can carry. This also would be okay if I had, like, other ways of playing around it, but I doubt it. Alright, good luck, guys. I hope that me being able to deal some percent damage with my dashes might be able to, like, kill some of them, because I doubt that it's going to be that good of an ability to use, because it's going to be difficult to also stack it onto them well. But it does a big amount of percent damage, though. It does 3.5% each stack. Let's hope that it's enough. Combined with Rune Carver. Oh, thank goodness we were able to win that one. Jeez. Yeah, it only did 1,200. I don't even know how Trailblazer is ever good unless you, like, literally have a no CD dash. I mean, even though I have been dashing all over the place, it's just that it only stacks on, like, one person. Dude, this Darius is kind of large, huh? You have a lot of HP. Those guys did get kicked out, which is nice. I mean, there's a lot of teams about to get kicked out. Hopefully the Vladimir does too. Looks like he might. Because I feel like the Vladimir might be more difficult to kill than, oh, some of the other guys. Wow. The Vlad was able to win. We are top 3, so technically we did make it to the upper half, which does usually mean that you're technically winning. Soraka is so freaking tanky, and there's no way we can ever kill her without probably having a Void Staff, so that's what I'll go for next, unless I was trying to cheese a win just by, like, getting a Zanya's, because if I went Zanya's, I could maybe be able to do something by, if I use my W too quickly, it, like, doesn't apply the burn. Oh, no, it did. What? It just took forever to apply. This Kled is so strong, dude. He has so much HP as well, but I mean, that's why I went for the percent damage. That guy's dead immediately. How much more can I do? Anyways, thanks for watching. That honestly might be the best arena game that I can get of LeBlanc because it's so challenging to win on this character to get a first place. But anyways, see you guys later. Peace out, bye.